What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. My name is Anton Farrow. I'm a CrossFit Level 3 coach. I started Blue House Fitness 10 years ago in my garage as an experiment. I also co-founded an agency called Common. We work with brands such as On, Nike, Adidas, and so on. I'm also an avid lover of building staircases. I'm secretly very good at musical theater, and I will probably take your money at a poker table, but none of that matters today. We are talking about how to get better at gymnastics for CrossFit. And so we're going to break that down. We're going to learn how we can do better at workouts like Fran and Diane. How are we going to crush these workouts? That's what we're going to get into today. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's talk about how to get better at gymnastics for CrossFit. So there's 5 steps. Step number 1, gymnastic strength training. Are you strong enough to do the movement? That is literally the number 1 step. You have to get strong enough to do these movements or you'll never get them. There's never enough technique work that will get you there. It's not going to help you get a pull-up. It's not going to help you get a handstand push-up. It's not going to help you get a bar muscle-up. You have to be strong enough. So that's why around Blue House, you're going to hear gymnastic strength training. We're going to go through progressions to make you stronger. That's step 1. So if you see people doing ring rows and you see people doing push-ups, they are doing gymnastic strength training, and that is the basis of everything. You have to do that first, and you have to get to certain progressions before we do anything else.
If you see someone in the corner doing those things, they're working hard, so don't make fun of them.
Dude, don't trip on 5x15 of ring rows. Step number 2, can we be more efficient with the movement? So efficiency does matter, but I would say efficiency is a better word than technique or skill. The best example I can give is, let's just say you chicken wing a bar muscle up. Okay, so in the progression, are we strong enough to do a bar muscle up? Yes, so we have it. Marina is a great example of somebody that has a bar muscle up now, but technically is not super efficient yet. She was on the last podcast. We love Marina.
Yes, we do. She's my favorite.
Why do the views always go up so high when Marina's on?
Because she's amazing.
Okay. Efficiency's second piece. So we mix this up a lot. These first 2 steps, we think it's technique. We don't really think about strength, but it's strength first, and then it's technique. And it's really just, can we just do the movement with less energy? That's what we're looking for. So as a coach, that's our thought process. Let's get you strong enough. So again, if it's a pulling progression, maybe you're doing elevated foot ring rows and you're getting pretty close to 5x10. That means that you probably have the capacity to do a bar muscle up. Now I'm going to watch you do a bar muscle up. Okay, you're chicken winging. Let's break the chicken wing and let's get you being more efficient and pulling those hips a little higher to the bar. Step 3, volume. Every movement we do in CrossFit has a volume tolerance that is needed. Think about it for a second. You ever done a workout with 100 bar muscle ups? No. So you don't need 100 bar muscle ups. You need 50. 50 for bar muscle ups, 50 for strict handstand push-ups, 100 to 120 for toe to bar, same thing for chest to bar. And there's a lot of other numbers we can think about, but there's definitely a tolerance that is needed. So the third step in getting good at gymnastics is getting to a place where you can do the volume you need to do a test well. So let's just think about Fran or Diane. They require 45 pull-ups or 45 handstand push-ups. That's the volume you need for that workout. In the process, are we strong enough? Yes. Are we efficient enough? Yes. Okay, so now let's start to build the volume. The best way I like to do this is with EMOMs. It's like, let's take away all the other factors that get in your way of doing this movement well, and let's start building the volume necessary. So maybe you're just getting a bar muscle up and you can only do a few of them. So maybe we'll do 1 bar muscle up a minute for 10 minutes. We'll get you up to a volume of 10, and then we'll go to 2, and then we'll go to 3. We'll get you up to 50. Yeah, so it's good to understand how much volume you need of a movement. 500 double unders. Rarely will you do more than that. So that's a good number to be able to do. It can get more nuanced the better you get, and some movements you might need more. So for example, with me, it's a nuance. I need to be able to do more toe to bar than I do chest to bar for a competition. For some reason, I can always do chest to bar, but toe to bar for some reason can fall apart. So I need to do more volume than I might do in a workout. And that's just a limitation personally that I have around core stamina. Part number 4. Okay, so are we strong enough? Are we efficient enough? Can we do the volume? And yes, we can do the volume. We can do 50 bar muscle ups, let's just say. Well, now we need to get better at density. Density means how many reps is required in general per set, per round in a workout. I would say, let's just take bar muscle ups again. In general, I would say 5 to 10 becomes the rep range that we see in workouts. We rarely see a workout that's like 3 rounds of 20 bar muscle ups. Like that's really rare. But 10, I would say, is a really common number. Maybe instead of accumulating 50 bar muscle ups in a 10-minute EMOM, maybe the new structure would be to work on your density would be, I want you to do 5 sets of 10 unbroken, rest as needed in between. And then I might say, do 3 sets of 15 unbroken, rest in between. So again, we're taking out anything else that's going to get in your way, interfere with you, but we're going to work on bigger sets. Okay. So we have strength, efficiency, volume, density, and then last set, intensity. So now we can do the volume, we can do it in dense sets, and now we need to start adding in things that interfere with the movement.
Like thrusters.
Yeah. Or cardio. Like you want to make the muscle up kind of nasty. Like, okay, minute 1, let's do 15 cal bike. Minute 2, let's do a set of 5 muscle ups. And let's do that for 12 minutes. You're going to accumulate 30 bar muscle ups. And you see, and then we'll work up through intensity and interference up to that 50 bar muscle up threshold. And then we can add in density again. And this is kind of how it goes. Maybe we run into a combo that is tough for you. Maybe it's a core movement like GHDs that get in the way of your bar muscle ups. And so that's a combo that we might spend more time on because it's something that you struggle with. You see what I'm saying? So we can add more interference, we could add more conditioning, and we can see where you as an athlete struggle when we start to combine things. But this is like the way to build up to CrossFit, which is mixed modal concurrent training. Most people are just doing concurrent training, but they don't have the volume, they don't have the density, they don't have the efficiency, and they sure don't have the strength. So they're just doing it all backwards. They're starting on number 5 when they need to be starting on number 1.
And that's why you're not getting better.
It's true. That is the most simple way I could explain how we get people better at gymnastics. But if you do train with us and you notice that, oh, I'm doing a lot of EMOMs or I'm doing a lot of gymnastic strength training, well, that's because you can't really do anything until you get those. Like you have to get the volume, you have to get the strength before we ever start to do CrossFit. And if you embrace this though, I promise you, you're going to be able to get into Metcons and be like, holy crap, this is easy. And that's what we want, right? We want it to be easy. It's not about trying harder. It's about doing it more efficiently and better.
Do your push-ups and your ring rows. They're important.
What has this journey been like for you?
Well,
can you see this in your training?
Yeah, because before I joined Blue House, I was definitely not doing push-ups or ring rows. And I could not do a ring muscle up, and I could barely do a bar muscle up. And now I can do a bunch of bar muscle ups, and I can do some ring muscle up. Those are a work in progress, and we have done a lot of those EMOMs.
I'd say the next thing for you with ring muscle ups is we will be able to now in the off season after your comp, go back and go, okay, let's get you up to 30, 40, 50 ring muscle ups. You're kind of at that volume phase. I would say first, handstand push-ups and ring muscle ups are the things that we need to get your volume up. And then we can start to mix it in. But you're definitely there for bar muscle ups.
Yeah, those are so much better.
Chest to bar, toe to bar. Like we've done a lot of intensification, and I can't really find a way to hurt you.
It works. Because it works.
So anyway, that's how you get better. And if you want our help, just message us. We got you.